5 tips to get you better at Rebirth Island. Before we get into it, big shout out to the Noti gang. Thank you guys so much for having your noties on. If you want to be in the next video, make sure you subscribe, turn on your noties, and drop a comment after you watch the video. Let's go into tip number 1. Are you tired of dropping in and not being able to grab a gun? No matter how hard you look, you just cannot find a gun. Well, I got the solution for you. It's the weapon trade station. Personally, I only was looking at these when I would pick up good ground loot weapons, but that's not the case. You can use them at any point in time with any type of weapon. If you drop in and just cannot get anything else besides your starter pistol, take that to the weapon trade station. From there, you can be given any type of weapon. So if you're not able to find a gun, check out the weapon trade station. It is a good option. My second tip is a bunch of jump spots. Now, here are a few jump spots that I was able to find from other creators around the map. My first jump spot of the day, this. Yeet. Another way into grandma's house. Look at that. The second jump spot, everybody knows. Easy money. Here is one of another jump spots. You can use these walls all along the side, jump up here, and then jump up here. Look at that. Now my guy didn't know where I went, and he's gonna try to push me. And then you can body teammates like that, easy peasy. Our fourth jump spot on the day works to either side. Go here, aim for that corner, and jump, baby. Look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll do it the other side too. Look, there's a guy up there. Perfect opportunity.
He just jumped down the ladder.
Well, if he stayed up here, I would have got him. Better yet, I got him in there. What you're gonna do if you're on the first floor of this building and you want to get to the second floor, it's been used, I know. You go through this window and you aim here. Bam. Money. Look, sneak attack. Look at that. Look, he didn't even know where I was. I would have killed him if I didn't suck. My third tip is to check your mini-map very frequently. A lot of people don't know this, and it kind of blows my mind at this point. But when you get a kill on Rebirth Island, if you check your map right after, it will ping the teammates of that person you killed. This is super important, especially if you're going for wins, and especially if you're going for kills. Knowing where the other teammates are can help you out so much. Being able to reposition yourself to attack them from when they push you is so important. Knowing what level they are on as well is important. If you see a red dot with an arrow pointing down, that means that that person is a level below you. If you see a red dot with an arrow pointing above, that means that they are above you. If you see a regular red dot, that just means that they are on the same level as you. Popping UAVs and hitting the new little personal beacons that they added this season is important to your mini-map as well. Obviously, if you use any of those, you're gonna want to use your mini-map, or else those are pointless. But finding out where these enemies are is key. Make sure you pay attention to your mini-map. It is super important, and it's probably the biggest thing that you need to do when you're playing on any map, actually, not just Rebirth Island. My fourth tip is actually for controllers. So I just wanted to walk you guys through my controller settings that I have. I use a PS4 Impact Scuff controller, so I have paddles on the back. I use a default button layout, default stick layout. I do not use inverted. My dead zone, this is going to depend on your controller specifically, but my dead zone is set to 0.04. If you have stick drift, just make sure that this is custom to you. Don't just take my settings. And then I also have my dead zone max at 1. I play on a 7.7 sensitivity. When I was younger, I used to play on a very low sensitivity, anywhere from 3 to 5. But since coming back to controller this year, I've upped it, and it has benefited me a whole lot. I definitely suggest 7.7. It's very good, and you're going to be able to move around a whole lot easier and quicker. I do have a custom sensitivity on my zooms. I have 0.8 for low zoom, 0.9 for 2 times zoom, 0.9 for 3 times, and everything else is 1. The biggest thing I wanted to show you guys here, though, is aim, response, curve, type. What you see up here, guys, sorry if I've been covering up. Make sure you're on dynamic. Dynamic is actually just cheat codes. If you're not using it, you've probably been at a disadvantage this whole time. Make sure you have on dynamic. It is so freaking good, and it's insane. So make sure you have that on. That's my biggest tip for these settings. I used to play with vibrations turned on, but I've turned them off, and I think the experience is just better that way. The second most important tip here is for the aim assist specifically. I know certain people like to rock precision or focusing. If you disable it, you're an actual demon. But make sure you have on standard. Standard is very good. It's straightforward. It's pretty vague. Just make sure you have on standard, unless you've been using these other ones and you're accustomed to it. Dynamic aim response curve type and standard aim assist are the 2 that you need to be having on, guys. It's super important. And then the rest of these I'll just go through quick. We have scale aim assist with FOV disabled. All these weapon mount, you guys can go through and copy them if you want. Armor plate behavior, you guys should definitely have that to apply all. That's huge. Contextual tap is also great. Yeah, the rest of these y'all just go through on your own time and see if you like them or not. My slide behavior is tap. Auto move forward is disabled. Tactical sprint is double tap. I do have on automatic sprint. Actually have on automatic tactical sprint. Vehicle camera recenter is disabled, and my parachute auto deploy is on because I'm a bot, and if I turn it off, I know I'm gonna die. So that's my 4th tip. We're gonna jump into my 5th one here in a second. My 5th and final tip is a very quick tip. This is really gonna sum everything up. You can get your teammates back faster with the countdowns, guys. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but I'm just stating the obvious for most of you guys. You didn't know you can get kills, you can open chests, you can buy stuff from the buy station. All these things will take off time from your friends or teammates or even your countdown to redeploy. These are important, especially if you're trying to get wins. You want to get your teammates back as possible, so if you end up dying, you can use them as a beacon and just keep it going. If you see a chest when your teammates need to respond, hit it, open it, do all that good stuff. If you're contemplating on buying something, buy a cheap item if you need to, just to get your teammates back if it's getting close to in-game or anything like that. You know, these are good to have in the back of your mind in case you really need them. And then obviously kills are going to take time off as well. I feel like that was pretty obvious, but the crates y'all might not know about and the buy station you might not know about. For YouTube, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. I would love to do a part 2 for Rebirth Tips series. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and for watching the video. Make sure you guys subscribe, drop a like, and comment. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.